Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 303. I hope you enjoyed Coach's episode. It was a pretty good episode, something that people really don't think about, and I may expand on that sometime, maybe even in this episode. Last night was Sunday, and we had a heck of a day. An extremely long day. Very tired. Had a couple of energy drinks on the way home, which I would never normally do in the middle of the night. Stopped a couple times and was just exhausted by the time I got home. Got right to sleep, and woke up like immediately. So I'm glad I got home safe. Everything is good. Made money yesterday, made about $1,400 plus yesterday, which is also good, but you get extremely tired on days like that, and I'm so looking forward to being out there with Coach and testing out some theories out there, and there's a couple people I may be meeting out there as well when I'm with Coach. So I need to check in for my flight tomorrow evening, and I'll be leaving on Wednesday evening. So other than that, today is Monday morning, and we are heading to work. A lot of stuff to catch up on, other than just checking in to work. I haven't really been in the office for a couple weeks. And somehow we've made it work, and nobody's complained, and everybody's happy. So it's been definitely an interesting experience, or experiment, to take Monday and Tuesday off a couple weeks in a row, and then check in, one day a week and not really be there, and be able to get away with it, and keep my work up to date and all that stuff. I'm not doing it because I don't want to do work. I'll definitely get my work done. It's just if I'm in the office for 8 hours and 7 hours and 40 minutes of it I'm not doing any work, why should I be in the office, So anyway, we are on our way to work right now, and it is pretty cold outside still. Got home, it was like single digits for the feel-like temperature. It's not much better right now. It's 22 degrees outside. 13 is the it feels like temperatures is 13 degrees, and it's almost clear skies today, so expecting the cold weather to continue. So anyway, right now we are heading to the office, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. It is 10:30 and just leaving the office, heading to the casino. Got all my stuff done for the day already. Actually, I'll do some statistics and stuff for my penetration testing stuff when I get back, and then we'll have our team meeting. So everything is good. I only have maybe half an hour worth of work to do just for my personal statistics, so I can report in the meeting. So that's all good. And then I had one of my workmates, teammates, come over, and he's like, "Hey, I found this new game. That is my new favorite game at the casino," and he's telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, "Dude, you can't beat that." And he's like, "Oh no, man, I've tripled my money every time." I'm like, "How much are we talking about?" He's like, $50. I'm like, "Okay, well, as long as you're not going to lose more than $50 when you go there, that's cool, man. You can do that." And it's funny because they all know that I'm smart in gambling, but they have no clue what I do, or how much I do, or the volume that I do. And we want to keep it that way, because the last thing we want is for them to look it up and start learning about it themselves. It's like, how long can I hide this? I gotta just keep my mouth shut and not talk about it. Anyway, right now we are heading to the casino. It is a bright, sunshiny day today. It does feel a lot better outside. And hopefully we can pick up a couple $100. That would be good. I don't think I'll be doing anything tonight. I'll be back to the casino at least again this afternoon after the meeting, and go from there. But as far as my penetration testing for work, It's supposed to go like October through January, and I'm pretty much done with everything. I have one more change ticket to put in, and I'm completely done. And then it'll be collecting results and putting in all the tickets for the results, which, you know, it looks like a lot, but I have a good template ready to go. Just copy and paste stuff in, and it shouldn't be too bad. And that's over the next month and a half or so. So there'll be more work, and I'll get more credit for doing more work, but it's really not too bad. So anyway, let's head off to the casino, make some money, get some free food. I haven't used their free food in like 3 weeks because I haven't been around, but let's do that, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. So I went in there, and it was semi-busy for a Monday morning, but not too busy. I played a lot of plays. I was ahead initially, like right away, about $200, and just wasn't finding much, and eventually just went for a couple of these borderline plays. They were actually high denomination and borderline plays, which are not exactly the best thing to do unless you have a little bit of positive variance going for you. And today I did not. I was down about 400 or 500, and went and ordered some food because there were no more plays that I could find. And then while I was waiting for the food, went back and played a couple borderline plays that I probably shouldn't have played, and just made things worse for myself instead of better. So, I mean, you gotta admit it, that's what happened. And just went on and on and on, and just agonizing. And every time it looked like it was coming back up, but you got crushed again. I was involved for 2,900, and ended up coming back a lot of it, but still ended up leaving down $1,444. $1,444 down. So pretty much wiped out my whole day yesterday. All that hard work, 500 plus miles of driving, overnight, risking everything as far as like safety and stuff like that, and just gave it back. I mean, it's like almost exactly the amount that I made yesterday. So very much crushing right now, feeling awful right now. I got a call from my wife also that our cabinets are pretty much ready, and I'll have to come up with a large sum of money for the rest of those. I'll also have to gut the kitchen before they get there. I'll also have to order countertops before they get there, and get everything all set up, and that's going to be a big hurdle for me, timing wise and bankroll wise. That is going to suck because, you know, my bankroll has been suffering lately, and I lost that money, if you remember, about a month ago. I dropped it, and so overall has not been great, and been moving in a negative direction. I've been limited as to where I can play, and although we're making money, it's not enough money right now. So it's going to be hard to overcome, but I need to step back. When I get back to the office, I'll do what I need to do for work. I'll have about 45 minutes left before our team meeting, and I'll just sit back and just look at things logically and figure out next steps. And I mean, I gotta pay for the cabinet, so there's no choice there. It'll just reduce the bankroll, and just have to keep on cranking, and, you know, maybe start setting up some bigger trips right now. I mean, don't have a choice. So we'll get our January trips set up, Atlantic City most likely, and Vegas in January, and we'll go from there. So right now, I'm gonna head back to the office and be in a cranky mood, and I'll be back to update you in a little while. Alright guys, I am back. So I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I had updated my spreadsheet, and for last month, online poker accounted for a loss of about 300, but so far this month, online poker has accounted for a profit of about 2,500 as of what I've already withdrawn. Now those numbers are a little bit skewed because with last month I had done some things initially learning about how to play and stuff like that, and I made some mistakes that cost me about $1,000. So I included those in my loss. Those were just mistakes. They weren't playing errors, or just I made some errors in how I just messed something up, but I still counted that as a loss on my chart. So actually I was ahead like 700 last month. So in December on the Club WPT Gold, I was ahead about 2550 or something like that, 2,550, and I'm still waiting for some money to come in. Some came in today, some should be coming in the next 2 days, but I can't withdraw any more or it will reset the clock on the ones that are pending. So I'm actually ahead still another 1,000, and I haven't done anything with it. It's just sitting there, but I don't want to try to withdraw it and reset the clock again, if that makes sense. Also, I wanted to mention, my wife called me and told me that the Amish called or texted, I guess emailed, and said that our cabinets are ready. So I got to figure all that stuff out and get that all in line. The only thing is we never bought the fan, the hood fan. So I went to buy that today and it was out of stock. So she's going to pick another one. We'll have that shipped directly to them. They will build it into the cabinets. And starting today, when I get home, I will be trying to figure out what I need to do to clear out the kitchen, clear out what's in there, just step by step in my mind. Okay, we can get rid of these cabinets today because they don't matter. They're going to install in 2 weeks, so we tear this stuff out in a week and a half. We have the drywall done, the next day, and the painting done the day after that. Then they come in. We need to go pick countertops out and have those ready to go. So once this is installed, they can come out a day or two later and get the countertops installed. So that's what's happening right now. I'm heading back to the casino. We finished up the team meeting, but had a bad start earlier today, but had a good start on poker today online from my desk. So hopefully we can get things balanced out. I don't think I'll be ahead by the end of the day because there isn't that much opportunity, but at least we can kind of minimize the losses for the day. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. I dodged one there. I really did. That was an incredibly crazy up and down session like I haven't had for a while, and I'm going to have to look at pictures in order to piece this story together for you. Let's go all the way back to here. Okay, that was me and him. That was me. Okay. So this was earlier today. All right. So I walk up to, well, I guess I had played. Give me 1 second here to figure out what I'm doing here. That was a 2 cent. Okay, so this was later. All right. So I started off by walking in. I see a friend of mine right away. And he's with his girlfriend who I've never met before, but he's talked about her before. And so we talked for a few minutes, and there's a play that was borderline, and I told him my entry, he told me his entry, and I decided to go ahead and play it. It was at $1.50 a spin. Played that through and ended up losing like $260 on it. That was pretty brutal, and that was the way that I started my session. So then I walked around, found another game, and played that one through, and that brought me worse off. So, so this is a dollar sign or this is a 5? See, I already forgot everything. Oh, it's okay. All right. So now I'm down, whatever, 250, 300, something like that. And he calls me because he was checking these machines that take a long time. And he said, there's this machine, it's $15 a spin. If you want, we can split it. I said, I'm right there, I'm coming. So come over, we each put 500 in. I need the points. So I put it, I sat down, I spun it, put my card in there. At $15 a spin, first hit we get is $345. And we lost that plus the whole 1,000. Okay, and so we put 400 more in each, and we hit another one for 460, but the play was still going on, and we gave that all back, and we put 100 more each. So now we're in 1,000 each. I'm in for 1,300, and it finally pays out. And what did it pay out, you might ask, at $15 a spin? It paid out $18. $18, which left us with $102 left in the machine out of 2,000. So we are down to $51 each. So I give him his 51. So now I'm in 1,300 plus the 50, so 1,350. Moved on, looked at some other stuff, and I'm aggravated. I put a couple hundred more in some machines, ended up getting worse and worse and worse and worse. A $10 machine, $6 machine, getting worse and worse and worse. And now I'm involved for $2,450. I'm like, what a day it's been. Minus $2,450. And so now I'm looking for anything. I don't care how much the denomination is. Normally I have my certain limits that I don't want to go above a certain amount per bet. But at this point, I'm like, if it's anywhere close to in range, I'm going to try to give it a shot. And I mess around. I can't really find anything like that. And finally, I go to this one machine. I play that one, and I have a nice little hit on there. It's only $3 a spin, and it pays me $564. So, and then another $440 on the same machine. And now I've got, at that point, with the ups and downs, I had like $650 on a voucher out of $2,450. And then I see a machine that I played for the first time in Vegas. I know how to play it. I know when to play it. And I actually did really well. If you remember, I was at the Durango, and I was waiting for my cucumber salad, and I played it, and on the first spin, I hit for 1,800. Same machine, same denomination, same bet amount. So I played that, and the first hit was for $951. That brought me up to over $1,600. My second hit was for $283, and then my third hit was for third hit was for $1,269. And with all that, I actually ended the session ahead $667. I can't believe I was down all that, and one machine took me from being down about $1,750 to being up $667 for the session. Now, they did something with this machine. There's 3 of these. 2 of them, they disabled the feature that lets you know if it's in range or not, which is just disgusting. Like, they actually turned it off. It's not meant to be like that, but they actually disabled it manually so you can't see it. And I think if you go to gaming, they'll probably say either shut down the machine or turn that back on, because it's not one of the things that you can turn on and off, like by menu. So she's like, well, I can see if they can turn it on for you. It would take a couple hours. I'm like, no, that's okay, because I'll just come back next time when I have time and wait for you to do that. So in case there's a play on there, I'll be able to tell, instead of you turn it on for some other guy and they get all the money. So it was absolutely incredible. I can't believe I got my money back. I was down to my last $100-something. What the heck? I would have never. I was probably 500 to 1 at that point of getting my money back in the next hour. I mean, that was so crazy. And I guess I should have probably put directions home into my phone, because there was 2 ways home, and I took the way I normally do. And it looks like there's a lot of traffic here. Let me see if I can put in the map here without it telling you everything about where I am. Home and start and disable sound. Okay, well, it's going to take an extra 10 minutes to get home, but that's okay. So right now we're going to head toward home. I told my wife I'd be home at a certain time, and it's going to be about 15 minutes later than that, which is okay, I guess. And we're going to probably play some more online poker tonight. Hopefully make some more of that money back. Right now we're only down, I say only, but only down 800 for the day. But at my worst point, I was down almost 4,000 for the day. So, yeah, we're going to keep chipping away at it, and hopefully by the end of the night, we have most of it erased. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, let's do some segments here as we're still continuing our trip home in the dark. What did you eat today, MW? I had that triple cheeseburger, no bun. I felt terrible when I was eating that thing because I had just lost $1,400 or whatever it was, and I was just feeling awful, and I just grabbed that thing with a fork and just chewed it, and I mean, I did not enjoy it, that's for sure. It was actually tasty. I gave it a 10 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did you tip today, MW? Well, I did have one W-2 for $1,269.50, and I tipped $10 on that. And what did you learn today, MW? I guess I learned that you're never out until you're out. So I had a $100 voucher and turned that into $3,200. So you know, it was really good, and you got to stay in the game and keep looking, you know. Anyway, right now we're going to head home. Temperature is decent, and tomorrow at this time I'm going to need to check in for my flight. Well, I realized about an hour ago that I had a meeting 15 minutes after my flight takes off, and it's a meeting that's not avoidable, so that could be a problem. Okay. Actually, I talked to everyone, and there's about 8 people, and we're going to reschedule the meeting a week out. Luckily for me, there were 2 other people who couldn't make it, and with me not making it, it just made it impossible for us to do it anyway. So we're going to move it a week, and everything will be good. So really, that's about it. Enjoying my drive home, watching videos, and trying to educate myself. And we'll catch up tomorrow. So tomorrow back at the office again, and after work tomorrow we'll check in for our flight, and I'll catch up with you in the morning. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.